Hello everyone, it's Feeling Good Friday. I'm at a very special place today with our broadcast. As you've probably noticed, I've been broadcasting every week from a different location, and today I'm at a very special location. What you see behind me here is the birthplace of one of the most famous and influential people that has ever lived. I happen to be in the town of my birth today, and standing out in front of the birthplace of the one and only Elvis Presley. Well, I want to say first to all of you guys that have been watching my videos and following me, I've been blown away with the response, watching and participating, sharing. The first 4 episodes that we've recorded, we've received over 6,000 views. We've reached over 15,000 people. We've gotten over 70 new likes on our Facebook page, and that just blows my mind. I'm just overwhelmed and amazed, and so thankful for everyone who's liked and shared the videos. And this is what it's all about. This is what gets us out in front of more people. And if you're one of those 70 new likes, I want to invite you to go back onto the Facebook page and click Join Our Team button. It's right underneath the profile picture, and if you click on that button, it'll take you right to a sign up where you can sign up for our monthly newsletter, which includes blog recaps, funny stories, and some relevant health articles that we put out. And it also gives you an exclusive 15% off discount of the Carson Natural Store. But I just want to thank you all guys again so much, and I want to talk a little bit today about Elvis. This happens to be Elvis Festival weekend here in Tupelo. There are a lot of people around. You can probably see behind me as we're recording this video, people coming up, touring the little shotgun shack that Elvis was born in. This is out in front of the museum. They built a museum and all behind it now. And there's a lot of activity here today. As you can see, I'm wearing. Started to put on my Elvis wig, but you know, Elvis died at the age of 42. He was born in 1925. I was 17 years old when Elvis died, and it's one of those events where you remember exactly what you were doing, exactly where you were. When you hear something like that happen. And Elvis died an early death at the age of 42, way too young. And you know, I think about what if he had have lived. What if Elvis had have lived to be 80 years old, 90 years old? You know, he'd still be here. But Elvis made some choices during his life that were detrimental to his health. And I don't know, you've probably read a lot of the stories out there about him and heard people talk about it and talk about his last few years of his life and how his health was so bad in those last few years. But before Elvis's health went down the hill, went down the slope, he was basically the same size I am today. He was about 6 foot tall, weighed 170 something pounds, and I wonder if he'd have taken care of his body, would he still, look like that today, and have that good physical condition. And you know, earlier this week, I was talking to a couple of friends, Mark Ross and Christine Odell, about this very thing, about the life that we have on earth, how many years we have. And you know, everybody wants to live a certain number of years. We say, well, I'd love to live to be 90, I'd love to be 100. But we don't often think about the quality of life during those years. And I tell people all the time, you know, you need to think about that quality. If you do want to live to be 100 years old, what kind of quality of life will you have in those latter years of your life? And Elvis's quality of life was not very good in those latter years of his life. And I think, based on the things that I've read about him, it had a lot to do with his lifestyle, of course, and his drive and his ambition to take care of business. And matter of fact, he had a motto. I've got one of his little logo necklaces here, TCB, and TCB for taking care of business. This is something that Elvis lived by. Was his motto. It was also the name of his band. So Elvis, spent his life and his focus taking care of business and working hard. They say that his concert schedule, his recording schedule during the early to mid 70s, when he was back out touring and all, was so grueling that it had a tremendous effect on his health, and his eating habits were horrible. They said it was amazing the amount of food that Elvis could put down, and that would be one of the reasons why he ended up with the obesity that he had, and started taking medications to control his weight, and ended up, being addicted to drugs. So, what kind of quality of life is that? So today, guys, I want to encourage you, no matter how long you want to live, no matter how many years you're blessed with on this earth, be proactive. Start being proactive today, thinking about the quality of life you want to have in your latter years. Because what you do today, the decisions you make today, can make all the difference in that quality of life when you get to be 80, 90 years old, if you're blessed to get that far. I hope to be, someday living in my hundreds, if I'm blessed to be able to do that. But I want that quality to be great quality of life. I don't want to be here not even knowing that I'm here. So think about those things today. And I just want to say thank you all so much. I appreciate you all so much for following me on the Feeling Good Fridays. And if you want to connect with me in other ways, you can check out the Feeling Good podcast that I produce every week. And also go to carsonnatural.com, check out our website. You can sign up for the newsletter there as well, and see a lot of other things that we have there at carsonnatural.com. Well, I want to close the Feeling Good Friday podcast today with 6 famous words of Elvis. And those are, thank you. Thank you very much. Y'all have a wonderful, feeling good Friday. God bless you all.